Gravity Falls, whatever episode this is, Roadside Attraction. This is the fan favorite for just picking on episodes, calling it the worst of the series. Which I don't know. I still think Love God's pretty up there, just morally. That one's so fucking wrong. This one is just, I think, just a mediocre episode that's oddly placed in the show. Like this episode is set right before the final 4 episodes of the show, after we just had a major reveal about Ford and him kind of being having a relationship with Bill. Like we have all those reveals, and then protecting the shack and all this stuff. All that stuff leads into the finale perfectly, except this episode's thrown in here. And this is we just had an episode where they're like, yeah, don't leave the shack, you'll be protected. Yet they're going on a road trip? The fuck? It doesn't make any sense. Ford's not even mentioned in this one. It's just weird. But, so like, if this was just a regular episode of the show, I think it would still be hated on a little bit just because it's not that great of an episode. But it's just because it's paced here. It's like, what? And this really is an episode that could really be placed anywhere in the continuity of the show. It really would not chase. This could be a season 1 episode or a season 2 episode. I mean, Ford's not mentioned at all, like I said. So, very weird. But basically, this episode is about Dipper. He's trying to get over Wendy, and Stan's taking him, all the gang on a road trip, except Ford, obviously, and Wendy. But they're all on a road trip to kind of mess with Stan's rivals at other kind of Mystery Shack like locations, except their kind of stuff is really cool and kind of unique, where his is a sham. And so he goes to mess with them, and then on the way, Dipper's trying to flirt with girls, boost his confidence, and then Stan and him Stan does a great job actually teaching him about confidence, but also Stan has to eventually come clean and be like, yeah, I'm not great with women, like, duh. But it's just a really great episode for advancing Dipper's character and learning to be more confident and stuff. And I think that is something that is important for Dipper, but it's also at the same time, you're like, again, why is this episode placed here? It's not very funny compared to most episodes of the show, which is something I don't really talk about that much when reviewing these episodes. This show's really funny. It's one of the great aspects of it. But yeah, it's not a bad episode or anything. It's just very mediocre. A mediocre episode of this show, though, is still better than majority of episodes of other shows. So that says something right there. Highly recommend this show if you haven't seen it, if you can't tell. Yeah, we got 4 more episodes to go. And then I'll talk about Gravity Falls Lost Legends, the comic. And then we'll get into the other stuff. So great episode of the show. Let me know your thoughts.